JLG's 1250 AJP is a 125-foot articulating boom in the Ultra Boom series, which includes the 1200 SJP and 1350 SJP models of telescopic boom lifts. The 1250 AJP incorporates unique functional characteristics that are revolutionary to the big boom market. The purpose of this video is to inform the user of the unique characteristics of the JLG 1250 AJP. This video is to supplement the operator safety video and operator and safety manuals. The operator of a JLG boom lift must not operate the machine until the operator and safety manual has been read and understood, training has been accomplished, and operation of the machine has been completed under the supervision of an experienced and qualified operator. If the unit is equipped with glow plugs, wait for the glow plug indicator to go out before cranking the engine. Duration will vary based on machine setup and engine temperature. For optimal life and performance of the hydraulic system in extremely cold temperatures, the warm-up control system monitors the hydraulic oil temperature and automatically limits the function speeds of the high-demand functions. While the system is cold and in the warm-up mode, the tower lift, main lift, and main telescope functions are limited to creep speeds as indicated to the operator by the flashing creep light on the platform control panel. Operating the machine while in the warm-up mode will generate sufficient heat to bring the hydraulic temperature up to allowable temperatures, approximately 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. Then the warm-up mode will be automatically turned off. Although operating any function will generate heat, the tower lift function will warm the hydraulic system temperature the fastest, as this function will operate tower lift, tower telescope, and main lift function automatically. When the warm-up mode turns off, the operated functions will remain in the creep speed until the function is stopped and reselected. The ground controls include the use of a function enable system for the operation of directional functions from the ground control panel. To operate any directional function, the function enable switch must be held in combination with the directional function switch. This switch also doubles as the auxiliary power switch when the engine is not running. Releasing this switch during the function commands will stop the function movement. The drive orientation system activates whenever the turntable is swung past the rear drive wheels from the normal driving position. When drive is initiated past the rear drive wheels, the drive orientation indicator will flash and the steer and drive functions will be disabled. To drive the unit in this position, match the directional arrow on the frame with the directional arrow at the drive controller to the intended direction of travel. Engage and release the drive orientation override switch and slowly move the drive controller to the intended direction of travel. The drive orientation override switch has a 3-second enable timer. If the timer expires, the override switch must be re-engaged to enable the drive and steer functions. The following 3 factors determine if the unit is out of the transport mode: when the main boom is telescoped out more than 4 feet, or when the main boom is 6 degrees above horizontal with the tower stowed, or when the tower is above horizontal. If either boom is out of the transport position, the drive speed is cut back. The extension, retraction of the axles is prohibited. The oscillating axles are locked, and the Jib Stow System is disabled. The envelope control system is the primary means of controlling the working positions of the tower and main boom within the stability and structural requirements of the machine. This system uses various sensors and switches to continuously monitor the angle and length of the tower boom and the angle of the main boom to keep the unit within the per-minute working envelope. Boom position violations outside of the allowable envelope will result in reduced function speeds. The BCS, Boom Control System, warning light will illuminate and function will be restricted. Attempts to operate restricted boom functions will cause the BCS warning light to flash and the platform alarm to sound. The tower path control system uses the envelope control sensors to enhance the control of the tower boom for increased user efficiency and is used as an integral part of the envelope control system. Both the ground and platform control panels use one function switch to control the tower. User commands for the tower lift up or tower lift down causes the control system to automatically introduce the correct combination of tower telescope and tower lift for the tower boom to follow a pre-described path or trajectory of the tower nose. The automatic main boom control system uses the envelope control sensors to enhance the control of the main boom during tower lift functions. When the tower is raised, the control system automatically introduces main lift up. Similarly, when the tower is lowered, the control system automatically introduces main lift down. During tower lift up or tower lift down, movements with the main boom 60 degrees or lower, the control system will maintain the angle of the main boom relative to gravity. Read at the start of the tower lift command or as read at the conclusion of the main lift during combined tower and main lift commands. In some boom configurations, the main boom angle cannot be held because of interference with the tower boom. In this condition, the main boom angle will maintain an appropriate clearance between the tower and main boom. During tower lift down, movements with the main boom initially above 60 degrees, the control system will lower the main boom to approximately 60 degrees before initiating tower movement. The system will then control the main boom to maintain 60 degrees for the remainder of the tower lift down command. During tower lift up movements with the main boom initially above 60 degrees, the control system will delay automatic positioning of the main boom angle during the tower lift movement until the main boom reaches approximately 60 degrees. The main boom will maintain the 60 degrees until the tower boom has reached its maximum height. Continuing to operate the tower lift-up function when the tower reaches its maximum height will cause the control system to automatically raise the main boom to its original angle. The electrical retrieval system provides a backup means of retrieving an elevated boom in the event of a fault related to any sensor used in the envelope control system. Although the system is continuously monitored for its viability, it is not active until a failure of the envelope control system is detected. Operating in this mode will result in reduced function speeds, BCS warning light illumination, and restriction of functions. Attempts to operate restricted boom functions will cause the BCS warning light to flash and the platform alarm to sound. The hydraulic retrieval system provides a backup means of retrieving an elevated boom in the event of a recognized fault within the primary hydraulic control system. When a fault is detected, the control system automatically bypasses the appropriate hydraulic components and uses alternative valves and control logic, allowing the operator to return the boom to the ground. The envelope control system remains active during the hydraulic retrieval. However, rather than the normal combined movements of tower lift, tower telescope, and main lift, the tower lift movements will move in an alternating sequence between tower lift and tower telescope, with the automatic main lift system disabled. Operating in this mode will result in reduced function speeds and restriction of functions. Attempts to operate restricted boom functions will cause the BCS warning light to flash and the platform alarm to sound. To reduce the machine dynamics and improve operator control, the control system uses the envelope control sensors to automatically slow down the tower lift up, tower lift down, main lift up, and main lift down function speeds as the minimum and maximum angles of the working envelope are approached. The control system indicates to the operator this automatic introduction of slow down by flashing the creep light on the platform display panel. This feature applies to both platform and ground controls. However, there is no indicator at the ground control panel. Swing speed proportioning controls the speed of the turntable swing function. Turntable swing speed is decreased as the distance of the platform to the center of rotation is increased and when the tower boom is raised in angle. This results in an approximate constant platform speed regardless of boom position. There are 3 different modes of steering selectable by positioning the Steer Select switch on the platform control panel. They are crab, coordinated, and conventional 2-wheel steering. Changing the steering modes while the foot switch is depressed causes the wheels to automatically adjust to the appropriate angle for the selected steering mode, based on the position of the inside front wheel. The system also automatically changes the maximum steer angle, 25 degrees with the axles retracted to 45 degrees with the axles extended. This system proportionally varies the drive speed based on the turning radius of the chassis for both coordinated and conventional 2-wheel steer modes. The tighter the turning radius, the slower the allowable drive speed. Crab steer does not steer on a radius, therefore, full drive speed is maintained regardless of steer angle. The axle extension system allows each of the 4 axles to be extended and retracted simultaneously while maintaining steering control as the machine is driven. The system allows the axles to extend or retract only while the boom is in the transport position. To extend or retract the axles, engage the axle extend or retract switch in the drive controller at the same time. The axle set indicator will be off when the axles are not fully extended. The indicator will flash while the axles are being extended or retracted and will be on constantly when the axles are fully extended. The 1250 AJP is equipped with a full functional side swing jib that is operational only if the 500-pound, 230 kilograms capacity mode is selected. The jib is mechanically limited to 55 degrees rotation to the left and electronically limited to 70 degrees to the right. To stow the jib, the boom must be in the transport position and the axles retracted. Rotate the platform completely to the right, press and hold the Jib Stow override button while activating the Jib Swing right function switch. When the jib is in the stow position, jib swing will be disallowed from the ground control station. Note: the turntable lock is located off-center to allow the stowed platform to be confined within the same plane as the drive wheels for transportation purposes. The auxiliary power system is intended as a secondary means of moving the boom in case of power loss. Rather than the normal combined movements of the tower lift, tower telescope, and main lift, the tower lift will move in an alternating sequence between tower lift and tower telescope. The envelope control system remains active during the auxiliary power function. The dual capacity system on this machine is a multiple envelope control system as opposed to an indication system. The control system changes the allowable working envelope to match the capacity select mode to either the 500-pound, 230 kilogram mode or the 1,000-pound, 450 kilograms mode. It then displays the capacity mode on the platform and ground display panels and controls the position of the main boom within the allowable envelope for that mode. This mode is selectable by the operator with the dual capacity select switch on the platform control panel. The 500-pound, 230 kilogram mode has the largest envelope and allows the use of the side swing jib. The 1,000-pound, 450 kilogram mode has a smaller envelope and requires the jib to be fixed in the centered position. To select the 1,000-pound, 450 kilogram mode, the boom must already be in the smaller 1,000-pound, 450 kilogram envelope and the jib must be in line with the main boom. When the operator selects the 1,000-pound, 450 kilogram mode and these conditions are met, the capacity lights changes from 500-pound, 230 kilogram to 1,000-pound, 450 kilogram. Jib swing is disallowed and the envelope is changed accordingly. When the operator selects the 1,000-pound 450 kilogram mode and these conditions are not met, both capacity lights will flash, the platform alarm will sound, and all functions except jib swing will be disabled until the capacity select switch is put back into the 500-pound 230 kilogram position. Operation of the jib swing in this position can be used to find the center position of the jib, and the jib swing function will stop when the center position is reached. When in the 1,000-pound 450 kilogram mode, attempts to telescope, lift or lower the main boom into a restricted area will cause that function to be prevented. The electronic platform leveling system automatically levels the platform while operating the drive, telescope, lift, or swing functions. The system controls the platform angle relative to gravity using a set point established during power up or at the conclusion of a manual platform level override from either the platform or ground controls. The jib cylinder has an orifice installed that restricts the oil flow while raising the jib. When the jib reaches within 5 degrees of maximum elevation, this restriction slows the jib lift up speed. JLG's control system uses a handheld analyzer for machine setup, calibration, personality adjustments, and troubleshooting diagnostics. This concludes the 1250 AJP Unique Characteristics video. You must always read and fully understand the operator's and safety manual and be properly trained and authorized prior to operating any JLG equipment. Thank you for allowing JLG to be your provider of choice.